Welcome to Moonlight Madness, and this is a reading for water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, for April 2022. So the decks I'm using today is by the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and artwork by Selina Fenech. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid, and the Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot decks. So that's what I'm working with today. I have been to see Mitchell Coombs in an outdoor meeting. He's amazing. He actually autographed my page, which I was too upset to even know he did that. But yeah, very happy to have met Mitchell Coombs. He's an amazing entity that gets me, and I really want to talk to him right now because I'm going through some stuff. And seeing stuff for people that are important in the world. I do personal readings. That's my card. It says Moonlight Madness. It's kellyhardiman28@gmail.com. My number is 0482791457. If you want to donate to my channel, it's through NAB. And it's BSB 08263782895694. That's the money you can put into my account for a reading, specifically just for you. So I can do personal reads. We figured out how to do them through the internet, through YouTube. So I'm learning all this on my own. I don't understand the world of the net, but I'm beginning to understand it. The first card I pulled for water signs is that your intuition is extremely heightened right now. You've got the High Priestess, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So if you can go running, walking, skiing, fishing, something that takes your mind off whatever's going on is what you need to do right now, because everyone's upset. And so people that are very intuitive, that would be water signs, they need to do something where they connect with water, or they connect with something that helps take their mind off their own problems. That's what I'm seeing for someone. What's crossing your path is an air sign. They're a young energy. It could be a Prince of Aquarius, Gemini, Libra crossing your path. They're intellectual, they're determined, they're focused, they're impulsive, but they don't necessarily are diplomatic. They will rush in where angels fear to tread. They're not always, they're not always premeditative. They just act on instinct. They're not ones to plan out an attack on someone. They may just rush in based on their emotion. And so that's not a good person to hook up with when you're trying to make big life decisions. So if you're a water sign and you've got a brother that's an air sign, don't necessarily go to him for advice, because he's not going to always know how to instruct you. So you have to, make sure that you're centered, not upset, and then make a decision rather than acting on impulse like the Knight of Swords would do, an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. In the past, you had a really good time. You had someone grant you a wish. It's a wishes come true. You wrote it down on a piece of paper and it materialized. Whether someone got a boyfriend, girlfriend out of it, you wanted them to be happy. You wanted what they wanted, which was to be with someone that loved them. So maybe your mum or your auntie or your grandmother wished for you to have someone, and you now have that person in your life. And that was because she wished for it. And so you're in a good position right now. That's what it's saying. In the past, you had downloads from the universe. So you may have downloaded information that was given to you during sleep. So there's the white tiger behind her. And we're in the season of, this is the year of the tiger. This is snow leopard. So she's got pure crystalline thought, which is breathe in through the crystal and breathe out the negative energy through the black obsidian, which is from Hamilton Rainbow Runner. So you need to, if you're going to do meditation, breathe in and channel good fortune, good energy through your crown chakra, and breathe out through your solar plexus or your base chakra with black obsidian, which you can get from Adrian, Rainbow Runner. And then we've got ego. So you may have a huge ego, or ego stopping you from connecting to someone that you love. This is possible. It's maybe saying that you have your vices and stuff, but it's also trying to tell you that ego is going to stop you from connecting to people that you love, because you have this huge ability to do things that most people cannot do. You may not be able to reach your parents right now because of your ability. You may be looked upon as a spy or whatever, but it's because you have this ability to see future events, and that's what is going to happen, is you're going to have your own business and make money from this. So that's why I've given my bank details out. I really want to start making money for this channel for myself. I'm homeless currently, and I'm trying to fund what I do. And you will be happy being self-employed and reward yourself for all your hard work, because that's what you want to do. You just want to work for yourself. You've got certain individuals around you, or certain religious groups around you that will reach out and try to help you through your transition. If you need money to pay for your room, there is services around like Nova and Jenny's Place and places like that that will help you out, which is great. But I see a ball of activity coming up for you very soon. You've got 8 projects on the go. You're trying to balance your career, your working life. You're trying to redecorate your home. You've got a gym membership. There's a lot going on. Then you've got the Sun card, which is the best card in the Zodiac to get. It's the Sun card. It's to do with family and children. You may want to plan for another child. There possibly two could become 3. So maybe you're trying to get pregnant right now, or your other half wants to get pregnant with a 3rd or 4th child. It's saying that would be a good thing, because right now we need to see some positivity because of what's going on with Russia. So if you were to have a child, it would bode well for you and your partner, and it would show that there is abundance in your life by getting pregnant to someone that represents a democracy. So this is a good time to have a baby, is what it's saying. So if you want to conceive right now, you should try to do that. And that's conception and birth. There's 1, 2 makes a 3. That is celebrating that you are pregnant right now. Some of you could be that are water signs or trying to get pregnant. It's showing celebration, or friends that are celebrating as friends. That's what it also talks about. I'm just going to get some clarification cards on this. This is the deck of the Fairy Oracle, Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, and artwork by Selina Fenech, which is beautiful drawings. It's a 7-pointed star. It is not 6 like Jewish religion, but it is 7. And we are going to use that because it will help to facilitate what we're trying to learn here about your situation. Let's see what we can find. Oh, there we go. It just jumped out. We got the gift. There's a gift coming. That's nice. Oh, and we got glimpse. There you go. We got Follow Me. On the bottom of the deck we got Light the Darkness. You may light the darkness of someone else. This is good. The other deck is the Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm calling on significator cards. So if you can book a reading with Mitchell Coombs, he's outstanding. He's next, I think, available. Times are on his Facebook channel. I think it's April. I would really like to go see him in person. I think he's amazing. He picks up on people's energy. And it takes a lot out of him, but he's extremely accurate. And so that's why I want to see him again in person. And I got exchanging gifts. Someone's got a birthday coming up. Someone's going to gift you with something. There's 2 gifts now. Oh, that's what fell out. Okay, we've got the fate. All right, so that's what I got for you. So it's talking about, it's fated. This is all fated. The crone, the maiden, the crone, the wife and the crone is what that's representing. So there's the 3 people. I've got 3 of cups, 3 people that work together really well when they're separated rather than when they are together. That's what I'm getting with the 3 of cups. So 3 friends might cause a union of, or come together to form a business because they're better off apart than together. So I'm looking up 17 and 27. Sometimes when you leave a situation, you have a better perspective on something. The facts, fate, karma, acceptance, and there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on you by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past may be fated, preordained by spirit. To understand why, there's certain mystery and work with those events and your current circumstances. Other people are who they are. You cannot change them. You can be friends to them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise. This is a time to look at you and your attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so they can remain in a relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honour yourself. Spirit and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey. And we cannot direct that of another. We be aware that this relationship is indeed fated. And then we've got exchanging gifts, which is 27. Almost there. 23. 27. The law of giving and receiving. Trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them, yet in order to honour them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time to do, just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. That's really nice to hear. And we've got the gift and the light, the darkness. So we've got 14 and 47. So there's definitely a gift being given to you. Maybe it's money, maybe it's something. I'm not sure. There's some sort of gift. I'm just trying to find it. There we go. Next page. A gift that has to do with your well-being, health and transformation. A proposal to help you change your life that is small and not in the least grand or glittery, but which has enormous substance and potential to it. Work with your hands. The arts of working with earthy elements is encouraged by silversmith, blacksmith, jeweler, nurse, farmer, veteran, energy healer, animal lover, conservationist, builder, or ego mystic. Peaceful resolution to trivial disputes. The de-escalation of disagreements through tenacity, focus, strength and courage, and through research and investigations. Reverence for beauty. Inspiration from the earth for jewelers, artisans, and craftspeople. Working with the ores and stones of the earth, uncovering our ideas into reality by revealing us what is practical, elemental process that needs to take place in order for us to bring our visions into the material plane. Respect for this natural ability of all things, which is so many of us cannot see. This card indicates you would do well to take on the view that it all has purpose, which is the antithesis of the disposal culture we live in. Make the most of what you have, and the gifts from the earthly realm of the gnomes will come forth in abundance. It's an earth sign. So you may have an earth sign around you, you may be married to an earth sign, and you may have a child that is of light that may also shed light on what needs to happen next. This child of light is a child of being that sees things long before it happens. So I'm warning someone who's a water sign to please look after their children and their children's abilities, because their abilities are amazing, astounding, out of this world. Please look after that, and trust me, you need to remind them or remove them from situations you think they are in from harm's way. You need to make them invisible. Listen to elders, find a playful, wise elder from who you can learn. Seek out relatives and ancestor wisdom. Search through your family tree for evidence of the magics within you. They are there. Old wise ones have messages for you, and you can learn much from them. Allow them to pass on their wisdom to you, to a living tradition continues. Understand that you come from a long line of wise ones that connect with those elders. A chance encounter with an older person, be grandmother or relative, gives you much to think about. You will learn a great deal of this time if you connect with older people. Do not be afraid of growing older. You will never die. Your light will be passed on, and your soul spark will return to source, to starfire, to be renewed again, only as you agree to. So seek out wisdom from elders, but also engage with children of light, your children of light. You need to hide their light from the people that are trying to steal their magic. That's what I get. Their magic is off the charts. They are very intuitive. You may have 2 children or 3 children. There might be a possible 4th child on the way. They really want this child. It's a special baby. And it's with an earth sign, because I picked up the gnomes. So you're going to show that everything's prosperous in your world by producing another child, because it says a lot to the rest of the world. By you procreating, you are at peace. It shows that the world is at peace, and that you're not scared to procreate because of current situations and circumstances, being the world is in chaos right now. But if you can procreate and produce an heir to the throne to a 4th child, then you are saying to the world that everything is safe and everything is calm, because we're willing to bring a child into the universe because we believe things are going to improve. That's what I needed to tell a certain water sign. And the child that you produce is a rainbow indigo crystal child, and something that you may have lost. You may have had a miscarriage recently, and this is a child that's come back as a child that already passed over, but it's come back to you through pregnancy, and it was taken away from you because it was not well, so it just wanted to experience a bit of the world before it came back again as a cousin, as a niece, nephew, or a child of light. But you're able to reproduce this child because it's ready to come through. That's what I'm getting for water signs. They want you to bring forth this child of light that will hush any rumours of that your country is not doing well, it's not prosperous. If you're having a child, it's prosperous, the world is prosperous, your country is prosperous. So it's a sign to the rest of the world that your country is doing really well, and you've got your stuff together because you are procreating and having a child. So you don't feel threatened by the current circumstances going on with Russia, etc., all the floods. You're still procreating. This is sending a message to the powers that be that want to try and usurp you and try and knock you off your pedestal. This is telling them, look, we're fine, we're pregnant with our 4th child because we think the world is going to continue on as it is. And nothing can shove us off our pedestal. That's what I get for the water signs with the earth signs.